All right, Francis Ngannou, the Predator, one of the hardest hitting fighters we've ever seen.
His punch is the equivalent to getting hit by a Ford Escort going as fast as it can.
He's once again stepping foot back in the boxing ring, in the squared circle, not the PFL smart cage. Once again, going to be going down in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. And once again, going up against one of the very best boxing heavyweights that we have on the face of planet Earth. I am, of course, talking about the breaking news, which came out on Friday. Anthony Joshua is the opponent against Francis Ngannou in what is set to be yet another incredible boxing spectacle. And the reason it's incredible is because of Francis Ngannou. I mean, my word, what this man's doing is unbelievable, let's be honest. Made his boxing debut against Tyson Fury, okay? A man that's 34-0 now, undefeated. A man that was 6'9", thought to be too fast, too quick, too smooth, too good. No man alive could be making his boxing debut against someone like Tyson Fury.
My son cannot be beat.
No man born of a woman.
And if I'm wrong, me and you'll fight straight after. Yeah! Yeah, man!
But he did. He went out there against Tyson Fury, won a moral victory, lost a split decision, dropped him in round 3, right? And kind of made a fool of Tyson Fury in many ways. And now he's following that up with his second ever fight, a man in Anthony Joshua that had a great 2023. We just saw him in December, right before Christmas, went out and stopped Otto Wallin in 5 rounds, okay? A very good boxer and very tall. Beat Robert Helenius via KO in 7 rounds. And then he beat Jermaine Franklin as well. So long gone is this story of Anthony Joshua, a man that got knocked out against Ruiz. He got revenge for that one, beat him. Then he lost to Alexander Usyk. And a lot of people thought the fire was out, right? Anthony Joshua was done. He was damaged goods. He was old news, okay? But after that 2023, and certainly after his last fight against Otto Wallin, looked like his old self, looked very aggressive, used the jab, broke the nose, and as I say, got the victory after 5 rounds. A truly dominating performance. So that's who Francis Ngannou is going up against, okay? I mean, look, listen, I'm not ripping on Jake Paul, but if you look at Jake Paul, a man that was fighting out of his prime mixed martial artist, and then, yeah, okay, last time out he fought a boxer, one beautiful uppercut, let's have it right, but it took a while before he started fighting actual boxers. Look at Francis Ngannou. Look at what this man is doing. Comes from mixed martial arts, goes into boxing, goes up against the Gypsy King and one of the very best, an undefeated boxer, 6'9", with the experience, with the confidence, with everyone on planet Earth picking him to win. Drops him in round 3, made him look stupid at times, and now follows it up for the encore for the second ever professional fight going up against Anthony Joshua. I mean, fair play. Hats off to that man. Balls the size of Cameroon. When we look at this fight with Anthony Joshua, what's at stake? Okay, well, probably one would think now, because Francis has firmly solidified himself in the talks of boxing heavyweights, okay? If he can go out there and if he can beat Anthony Joshua, and let's be honest, that is a very, very big if. It was a big if against Tyson Fury as well. But if he can do that, because stranger things have happened, if he can do that, he probably gets to fight the winner between Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. So it could be a rematch with Tyson Fury, or it could be going up against Alexander Usyk, right? 3 fights in a row. That would be one of the craziest stories we have ever seen. Now, let's talk about the fight with Anthony Joshua. Look, listen, Joshua, of course, he's got the experience, right? He's had 30 professional fights. He's won 27 of them. He's won 24 of them via knockout. When it comes to size, they're both, Joshua's 6'6", I think, Ngannou's 6'5", something like that. Ngannou has a slightly longer reach at 83 inches over Joshua's 82. But I think we might see an even better version of Francis Ngannou in this one, because you got to think, going into that first fight against Tyson Fury, there was a lot of questions and probably a lot of insecurities in Francis Ngannou's head. He's not going to speak about those publicly, but the reality is, when you fight in mixed martial arts, right, you fight mixed martial artists, you've got to work on your wrestling, jiu-jitsu, all that good stuff, your kicking, etc. When you go over to boxing, we are constantly told these boxers, they're training from when they're 4 years old, okay? They're Olympic champions. They've done this with the best people, with the best training partners available throughout the entirety of their life. MMA guys can't compete. Well, he went up there against Tyson Fury, but all the questions are, can you take a shot from these guys because they hit so hard? Can you hurt somebody like that? Do you have the stamina the speed to compete over such a long period, 10 or 12 rounds? Well, the answer to all of those questions for Francis Ngannou was a yes. Yes, he can take his shots. Yes, he can hurt him. Remember, sensationally knocked him down in round 3. More importantly, he does have the stamina to go 10 rounds, probably 12 as well, at a very good pace, okay? And he has the speed. Now, granted, you might say, well, these MMA guys, they move awkwardly. Not that awkwardly. He looked like a better boxer than Tyson Fury. It was Tyson Fury that was going forward, initiating the clinch all the time. Tyson Fury looked like the MMA guy. Tyson Fury pretty much went for a double-leg takedown at one point. He was on his knees. It was Ngannou that looked like the more polished boxer. So as I say, the relevance of that coming into this one against Anthony Joshua, there's been a lot of potentially negative questions answered. And the answer to all of those things, can he take a punch? Can he hurt him? Can he go the distance? Does he have the speed? You know, does he generally have the boxing acumen to go up against these guys? The answer is yes. So that means Ngannou is going to go into this one probably even more confident. All right, this video is sponsored by Premier Fight Picks, owned and operated by Bardia Helmy, a top combat sports bettor and analyst with a 70% winning record tracked over 5 years. He's been on a roll, profiting on the previous 13 out of 15 UFC events. He cashed in big last month at UFC 296, Leon Edwards, Shavkat versus Thompson under 2.5 rounds, and bet on the big underdog, Josh Emmett. If you want to bet on fights and you're looking for help picking winners, PremierFightPicks.com is the place to go. With Strickland versus Duplessis around the corner and 8 events scheduled throughout the next 2 months, now is the perfect time to sign up. Bardia is offering 1 week, monthly and yearly subscriptions to get you the best MMA bets, quick picks and analysis. There are currently a few bets posted for this week's UFC Fight Night, Ankalaev versus Walker 2, and in addition there is already a big future bet posted on the upcoming Volkanovski versus Topuria title fight. Sign up now to view this content and more. Lastly, follow Bardia on Instagram at Premier Fight Picks and Twitter PFP Handicapping for access to free bets, analysis and fight breakdowns. Even though the bookies had Tyson Fury as a massive favourite, I think he was minus 1,400, something like that, Francis didn't care. Francis believed in himself. Francis pushed himself to the limit. All right. Now, a lot of people speculated that Tyson Fury didn't even really train for that one properly. He swears blind that he did a 12-week training camp. Although his father kind of disagrees, right? Alluded to maybe some of the people in the training camp not being the best influence on him. Maybe they were yes men. I'm not sure entirely what he means, but what he meant was no man alive should be able to go out there and beat or have a go up against the Gypsy King.
When you're a king of a race, that's what can do. That's what come out of these balls.
This is going to be different. Anthony Joshua doesn't take things lightly. Anthony Joshua takes his career extremely seriously. And now on a 3-fight win streak, now looking like his old self. And now he gets the opportunity to go out there. Here's what's available for Anthony Joshua. To go out there and beat Francis Ngannou in a way that Tyson Fury couldn't. If Joshua can go out there, beat Ngannou pillar to post, outclass him, make him look stupid, get the finish even, then obviously that separates him from Tyson Fury. And it also gives him, bragging rights, doesn't it? Because Tyson Fury has called Anthony Joshua nothing but the bodybuilder and all the rest of it. He's too slow and he's too stiff.
AJ can't box. He's a big old wood on top like this here, looking for a big right hand and a left hook.
For years now. He's talked a lot of shit, okay? If Anthony Joshua wins, he might get his hands on Fury if he beats Usyk, but more importantly, he gets to shut up Tyson Fury. So there's a lot of motivation there. And of course, for Joshua, anytime you step foot in a ring, an octagon, self-preservation is in mind. These are dangerous sports that you're partaking in. So you want to train, you want to get in the best possible shape. And of course, when you look at Francis Ngannou and how well he did against Tyson Fury, no man alive is taking him lightly. Right? Listen, maybe Fury learned that the hard way, but you would have to be a fool to not train properly for Francis Ngannou now. Now, Riyadh, Saudi Arabia is becoming quite the destination. Of course, Fury versus Usyk is going down there in February. The UFC are going there soon. We've got this fight between Joshua and Ngannou and probably many other fights coming throughout the year. Still, there it is. There's the video. What do you think? Who wins this fight? Does Francis Ngannou have the ability? Can he pull it off? I mean, it would just be sensational. What a story. What a story this would be to make your boxing debut against Tyson Fury, then follow it up with a victory over Anthony Joshua, and then fight for the undisputed belt against either Tyson Fury again or Alexander Usyk. What do you think of this story? What do you think of this fight? Who do you think wins? Right, let me know in the comment section what you think about this, because I'm very impressed. So, well done, Francis Ngannou, Anthony Joshua. I look forward to seeing the fight. Let me know who you think wins in the comment section. Subscribe and ring the bell, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video.